But the buzz is now strong that the United States, in cooperation with its allies, has decided to carry out a military strike against Syria. It is being said that it will be a surgical strike, not necessarily aimed at a regime change, but intensive action for Syria, having allegedly resorted to use of some chemical substance against civilians, which resulted in large number of casualties last week. Is such a strike by the US now inevitable, and what will be its consequences for the region and the world at large? Today in Insight, we focus on the situation in Syria and the scenario that is emerging. Discuss the situation in Syria, we are joined in our studios by three distinguished guests. Please welcome Professor Girijesh Pant, a professor with the Center for West Asian Studies in the Jawaharlal Nehru University. Welcome to Insight, Professor Pant. Sitting next to him is Ambassador Prabhat Shukla, who is a renowned diplomat, former Indian ambassador to Russia. Welcome to Insight, Ambassador Shukla. And we are also joined by Dr. Wael Awad, who is a senior journalist. Welcome to Insight, Dr. Awad. I'd like to begin with you, Professor.
Make one or two comments before I come to the chemical weapon episode. First thing, we have to recognize that Syria is a political crisis, and the solution to a political crisis has to be necessarily a political one. You see, it cannot be a military solution. You see, whether we like one regime or don't like regime, that's a different issue. Now, if it is a political crisis, then question comes that what are the narratives? And if you look at the narratives of the political world, that the UN has put inspectors there, it is their job to find it out. Now, before the UN inspector go there and come to tell us whether there was a chemical weapon used there or not, and then subsequently whether they are competent enough to tell us who has used it or not, we are talking of creating a situation as if the war is going to be imminent, attack is going to be imminent. And you know, it becomes very important for us to think it more rationally, because we cannot dismiss that similar narrative a few years back came from the same capitals to WMD,
right? And
then the people from the same capital have come to realize that it was a more fiction than fact. So I would like to say that before we come to a conclusion whether they are going to have a chemical attack or not, it's very, very important that sufficient time should be given to inspectors to come with the report,
right? And
then it will be a question of assessment again, and because you are not sure that these inspectors will be able to establish
as to who used it,
who actually used it. You see, so there are very huge big question marks, and therefore I would like to say here that it is there is a political perspective which is driving Syria to this kind of situation, and we know for sure that who are the stakeholders, how the media, that this group is going to take over or this coalition going to come there. In fact, on the contrary, the accounts are that as it happens in other countries, the accounts suggest that it is the extremist element which are going to take over if at all it happens. You see. Now, I am quite worried about it, because while I am all supporter of democracy, human rights, but I also would like to submit here that especially the developing countries would not like to see that this region should be become the victim of a regime where the religion defines the construct. You can't democracy is very important for us, but equally important for us to realize, because we know for sure in many countries in this region democracy is not being appreciated or not rejected. So if there are different standards for evaluating democracy, you have to take into consideration that the regime which is going to come here, going to take it over, what is the nature of the regime? Can we, you know, this is a very strategic area. I don't want to elaborate that how important the area is.
Right.
And do you want to hand it over to those kind of forces? They have a worldview which is purely religious, which is purely exclusive in its nature.
Right. This so-called Arab Spring nations where the promise of democracy has not been delivered. Ambassador Shukla, how do you look at the situation in Syria? And is
inevitable or not, it's a very strong word to use, but I would say the probability now is very high. There are two steps, I think, that need to be gone through. One, as has been pointed out, is the UN process, and there the inspectors are supposed to leave by the end of this week, and then the report is to be submitted to the Secretary General. It will be analyzed, conclusions will be drawn. The second process is of course taking place in Britain. There's a House of Commons sitting to take place early next week. Opposition, or that is to say the Labour Party, seems to have some reservations about going the same route again, and frankly all of us have seen it happen far too many times. Now I want to bring in one other aspect of this narrative, which is this thesis of responsibility to protect, because really that is where this whole episode fits into or feeds into the decision whether or not to strike. Now this was, as you know, a resolution adopted at the World Summit in